Hi, my name is Chef Ryan Clift. Welcome to Tippling Club. The dish I'm going to do for you now is a dish that's been evolved over the years. And this is a dish based on the concept of umami. We're essentially creating a dish with lots of layers of different textures of umami. To start, we're going to use burrata cheese. Burrata, this is a burrata from Hokkaido in Japan. Mix this with a little bit of fermented horseradish. It's just going to add a nice spice. Anyone in England, it's very common to have beef with horseradish. Next up, we have our wagyu. This is just a small cube. This is a A4 Toriyama wagyu from Gunma Prefecture in Japan. A beautiful piece of beef developed to have naturally more glutamate and umami found present in the beef. Unlike most wagyus that have no flavour, this is still really loaded with a really good beef flavour. It was developed with Dr. Umami and Makoto Toriyama in Japan. I'm just going to add 2 little slices of beef. This has been sous vide cooked at 56 degrees and then very lightly seared on the plancha. Next we have the Japanese fruit tomato. This is from Nagano. This is a fruit tomato that has been grown and developed to have, once again, more glutamate and natural umami. This is an artichoke, also from Hokkaido. The artichoke has been braised in a dashi vinegar, so once again accentuating all those smoky notes. We just add an emulsion of wagyu fat, mirin, white soy and dashi. This has been emulsified in a sonic homogenizer using just the fat and the liquid to form a stable emulsion. We take next a sheet of Toriyama wagyu. This is Toriyama that has been cured in between sheets of kombu seaweed under vacuum. What happens is we get a beautiful umami flavour, but also the salt content from the seaweed cures the beef. Next we add some sea grapes from Okinawa. These are just a beautiful burst of salt flavour in the dish. And we finish it with some deep fried Okinawan spinach from Okinawa. It's a beautiful herb, it's one of my favourite herbs. This is it in its raw state. This is grown in our farm here in Singapore. It has a very almost oyster characteristic. A lot of chefs use oyster leaves. This one has a very natural iodine flavour, and for me this just finishes off the dish. And that is my wagyu with textures of umami.